with the positive message for today. The positive message for today, January 20th, 2026. January 20th, 2026. Tuesday. And before I begin that, let me just begin with my verbal verification as to I am the one and only Atavia Goldstar. The one and only Atavia Goldstar. Now for my verbal public copyright. I should say my verbal public trademark copyright. Everything that I'm saying is YouTube live stream. Book me at Atavia Goldstar, or all of my ideas and creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. And now for the topic for the positive message for today. The topic for the positive message for today will be building our own, and the building of our own and the Atavia Goldstar brand. The building of our own and the Atavia Goldstar brand. And I'm going to make sure I, look into the camera when I say that, because I notice when I do a lot of my lives that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and that's because that's like a habit, and I want to break that habit because I need to look directly at the camera when I'm saying what I'm saying. The building of our own and the Atavia Goldstar brand. And I like that more better, just keeping my eyes steady on the camera, which is the audience, the viewers, the watchers, or whomever may be, just watching or just stopping by or just hanging out, which I don't see any, one right now. I don't think I see anyone. But anyway, this video will be uploading, and if it doesn't work, then I would, try to upload another one. But so the positive message for today will be the building of our own. I want to sit here for a while to see how long it takes for someone to come up in the chat, because I did do some research, and I saw that people sometimes will sit and see if people are going to come up in the chat and see how long. Let me see. Okay, so I'll be sitting here for a while to see before I begin just speaking, just to see what's going on with this YouTube. Learning and growing and learning and growing and learning about YouTube, continuing to grow and learn about this platform. So let me see. And so right now I am going to go to a positive message that may, coordinate with what I'm saying. Let me see what that is. And it is I'm thinking, okay, so that one. Okay. Just gonna sit here and see. I had all the time in the world to sit here because, okay. So I'll be just sitting here. Got all the time in the world. Let me see what the text in the chat is saying. While I'm looking for the positive message that will coordinate with the title for my positive message for today, which is the building of our own and the Atavia Goldstar brand. So let me see what the texts are saying this morning. Excuse me, can you please elaborate more on your official? Can you please elaborate more on your text in the chat? Thank you. And have a positively and beautiful, beautiful Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for stopping by to say this. But can you please elaborate more on your text in this chat? And so Carl John is saying, hi. Hi, Carl John. Thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. And again, so official, if you can collaborate, I mean not collaborate, but just elaborate more to me. What do you mean by this? Let me see, because I don't understand your text in this chat. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand your text in the chat at all. So Sayrasima is saying, hello. Hello. Hello to you. Thank you so much for stopping by, for coming over to hang out with me today. Have a positively and beautiful, beautiful Tuesday to you. Sayrasima. And so let me see again. Sayrasima. You're so, thank you so much for your positive and beautiful text in the chat. Thank you so much. And I'm going to say to you, Sayrasima, classy and fabulous. Classy and fabulous and chic. Thank you so much, Sayrasima. And again, thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me today. And I love the beautiful emoji roses. Thank you so much. So I am going to, start with the positive message for today. I was looking for let me see, is there another one? Another text in the chat. Oh, Sayrasima is saying, your glasses. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And see, when I spell out you all's names, I do that because I don't want to mispronounce your name. So I would rather spell them out than to mispronounce them the wrong way. But again, I thank you so much for your text in the chat. And so let me see something. See, I love acknowledging you all in the chat. I love that. This is my favorite part. This is my most favorite part, communicating with you all. And so let me see. Said hi. I can do this all day long, just keep communicating with you all. And so that is why, I'm like, when you all are here in the chat, I'm like, there should be more people, because I will sit here and will communicate with each one of you, pending on my schedule. But I will try to get to each one of you and get to your text in the chat. Okay, so what's your name? Atavia Goldstar. Atavia Goldstar. So I'm going to get to the positive message for today. And I'm saying hi to you again. Hi. Hi, everybody. Have a positively and beautiful, beautiful Tuesday to you. I want to get to the positive message for today. And so right now, I am looking for a positive message over music that will coordinate with what I am saying. So I don't want it to be too much, but just enough just to be in the background while I'm saying what I'm saying for the positive message for today, for the positive message for today. And so I'm trying to see, okay, I'll use this one. I see. Okay, so what I want to say for the positive message for today is that, so building our own, the building of our own is the reason why I put that in front of the Atavia Goldstar brand. It's because that is what it's taking, to build what it is that I'm building, that I'm able to sit here with you all and speak to you about this positive message for today. Okay, so go girl. Thank you so much. SARRASIMA. Thank you so much. And I say that to you too. You go girl. You go girl too. You go girl too. Classy and fabulous. Classy and fabulous. And so what I want to say, so building our own. So I do have a video upload about that. And so like when I come to my YouTube channel, sometimes I'll see that video there, and sometimes I click on it and I look at it, I say, wow. Whenever I do a part 2 to that video, it would be more into more clarity into what I'm saying. It gets better and better is what I'm saying. It gets better and better. So, but this isn't part 2. This isn't part 2. This is just me just speaking, just another video for that. This is not part 2 at all. But so, when I did that video, it was speaking about building our own and our own process. And like before I put that video out, my process and my thinking was way different. It was way different because the process in my thinking was the way that as growing up or just being on the other side of the camera and watching those that are already there, that have paved the way, you're looking at and you're listening to them as to, oh, okay, so is that how it goes? Is that how it's supposed to be? You're being inspired and uplifted yourself. And I'm going to use myself as a perfect example as sharing my lived experience with you all, and some of the things that I have been through is why I have the brand that I have, because it's based on that, So, as me looking at these, looking at people that I'm looking at camera when I'm saying what I'm saying, because I'm trying to break that habit of looking up like that. So I'm looking at camera. So as me looking at, the ones that are already there and listening, growing into knowing that I myself want to build my own, I'm listening and I'm saying, okay, so that's how it's done. That's how it's done. But I had to come to the real, let's say, I'm gonna say the real of reality is that is not how it works. That is not how it works. And I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna take this music down. I'm going to turn this music down. And I believe that that is like a stumbling block. That is like a stumbling block. Like when you're watching someone else and how they're doing things, and you're thinking, oh, okay, so that's how they did it. And so it's and how they did it, I can do that too. That's a stumbling block for we do not know how they process what they process. We don't know what they went through behind the scenes to get to where they are right now and what they had to do to get to where they are. So between me and I know everyone, I always say God, love inspires me, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I took some time away from YouTube because I remember the last time I was on YouTube, it was maybe the early part of summer. The early part of summer. So between the world of reality of my life and me trying to also do my YouTube channel, and then I was also doing some other things that I was doing, I realized, I said, you know what? As me growing and learning about YouTube, I said I'm going to not, I believe the video said, I won't be back to YouTube again until I build an audience. Well, anyway, my time away became like I'm going to say, I want to say God because I give all my credit to God for that. For me, it is God. But me just taking some time away, thinking until it came to me one day. And as I'm saying, I give all my credit to God, my prayers, and me just thinking and saying, you know what? It came to me one day and said, you know what? I'm going to say it again. God. God came to me and said, you know what? That's not your process. That is not your process. That is why you're not able to move forward with what you're doing. Because you're looking at how they did what they did and how they got into the door onto how they're in the door right now and doing what they're doing. And you're saying to yourself, a blocked door. Their open door is not your open door. Atavia Goldstar. Their open door into how the doors will open for them is not your open door. It's not your process. But you don't know what they had to do for that door to open up for them. You don't know what they've been through for that door to open for them that you may not be willing to do. And you know that you're not going to do for that door to open for you. Atavia Goldstar. So ever since I came to that, I'm going to call it a revelation. That's what they say in church. God gave me that revelation. I'm going to say that. So ever since I came to that, I have been, just being here on YouTube. I hired my own self. I've been like feeling like free of those thoughts of, you know what, how they did it, we can do it too. Your bios, your stories, if you did it, we can do it too. You all are hearing in some of my positive messages. I've grown from that since then. I have not grown from that. I'm saying grown from that since then, where I may have been a babe in my thoughts then and my process of my thinking. I'm no longer that baby anymore, because I know now, and I am encouraging you all, and it doesn't matter who you are that you're sitting here on this platform right now, my YouTube house, book me, Atavia Goldstar. It's that when you want to do something, do not go by other people's stories, their journeys, their bios. Do not go by other people's in the way that they did it. Please do sit down and develop your own, build your own. The positive message for today is the building of our own. The building of our own. And so when you're building your own, don't look at how other people have built their own. You will never get it. You may be stuck for some years. I'm speaking from experience. You may be stuck for some years trying to figure out how they did what they did, that you are looking at, okay, so if they did that, I love what I'm doing. And so if that is how they did it, let me do that too. It's never going to work. In my opinion, allegedly, as my experience, it's never going to work. And I'm going to break it down why I believe it won't work. Behind the scenes, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what they had to endure, to go through, what they went through to get to where they are behind the scenes. Now, I know what they say to us, but behind the scenes, we don't know what they had to go through to get to where they're getting to. And I'm going to use myself for a perfect example. I am one of those that are building her own. I'm building my own. And you all do not know what I'm going through behind the scenes to be able to process my own and to get into where I'm, not giving up to go to where I'm going. I'm going to say that, not giving up to go to where I'm going. Last night was a perfect example with one of my videos just going after I did a live. It's not there. I'm just going to put that. It's the past now. I'm going to leave that back there. But, it didn't work out. And so I came back to my life, and I am the kind of person that when something is going on, stay within the boundaries. Don't go outside of the boundaries. Just stay right inside of the boundaries. And so I had to hesitate a little because I found myself almost going a little bit outside of the boundaries. And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to just close down this YouTube live stream right now because I almost did it. So that's just showing you that behind the scenes, people are, they may be going through something behind the scenes while they are continuing to build their own. And so a little bit what I said that I believe that didn't even have anything to do with the video going dark and not being able to be seen, is that I was saying, I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm not waiting for anyone to come and hold my hand and say, come on, Atavia, Goldstar, girl, let me just pull you in this door and it's going to all work out for you. I'm not waiting for that. If I were waiting for that, I wouldn't be working as hard that I have worked all of these years to continue to do what it is that I am doing. While I am inspiring others and uplifting others, I would not be doing the things that I am continuing to do that is according to my brand as the Atavia acronym, as the A means always believe in myself. The T means try again. The third A means always follow my dreams in my heart in a positive way. The V means very determined to make it. The I means increasing my self-esteem. And the last and final A means always remember I would never give up on myself or my dreams. So that right there is not saying, please come and grab my hand and open the door for me. Please open the door to me. I believe when I created that acronym for the Goldstar, it's not just the Goldstar, but it has a meaning that is in here so that when others are saying it, when you're saying it to yourself, you're saying, always believe in myself. Try again. Always follow my dreams in my heart in a positive way. Very determined to make it. Increasing my self-esteem. Always remember I will never give up on myself or my dreams. I didn't want to say it the other way. I didn't want to say always believe in yourself. Because it's like when you say that, you're speaking of another person. So I put it that way intentionally. It's intentional the way that it is. And so I'm going to go back to what I was saying. I'm not waiting for anyone to come and pull my hand into anything. Although there is a saying that says we rise by lifting each other. But I'm not waiting for that. I'm building my own. I'm encouraging others to build their own. I've been doing this for a long time. I never gave up. I've worked in communities. I've worked with young people. I have did so much in my life that is, defining who I am today. I'm not waiting for anyone to say, girl, here's your opportunity. Here you go, Atavia Goldstar. I give my own self an opportunity by coming to my platform, by continuing to not give up in the things and my stuff. I want to say my brand that I believe in. That I'm now sitting here and encouraging you all. So no matter what I'm going through as me being raised on, you are somebody. You're somebody. You're somebody. How can I go around that if I was raised on that? If I was raised on that, I'm somebody too. I'm somebody too. And dreams, just to go after your dreams, why would I give up on that? That's inside of me. To continue to do that, to continue to inspire others, not to give up on yourselves, that you are someone. You can build your own too. You can build your own too. You can build your own too. So why would I give up on that? And of course, G-O-D, for it is your love who continues to inspire me each and every moment of my life. Raised with that too. How can I give up and expect for a door, someone to open the door for me is what I'm saying. So now, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to go to something else. Because the positive message for today is the building of our own. I'm going to let this play. The positive message for today is the building of our own and the Atavia Goldstar brand. So I'm going to say this. Back in the summertime, there is a studio that I was at. And so, yeah, there's a studio that, I was at this summer. And so while I was there, I was doing I was doing some lives there. I'm going to drink this water with this smiley face that it may be so contagious to you all that you all are smiling too. Queens, me, queens, we, queens. So I was doing a video at a studio. And I kind of let out some things, about my show. The Atavia Show. Get up and dance. My baby, the Atavia Show that I've since then let it go for a while. Let it go. It's still there. But just leave that where it is. Let G-O-D. Leave that with him. Because that's, I'm not, that's too much for me. That's too much for me to keep carrying on my shoulders, Oh, I didn't get my show. I was out here walking with my dream in my hand at the bus stop being told you're not this artist. If you were this artist, we will help you. And if you were this artist, I'm not that artist. I'm Atavia Goldstar. People are who they are. No one wants to copycat anyone. But yeah, so when I say people are processing they're processing their own story. But back then, I didn't know that. And so, I'm going to go back to when I was at this studio. I spoke of a certain person. I'm going to take that video down because it seems like, and I'm just going to be truthful about it, that I'm getting subliminal messages, and it could be me, but if it's relating into what I'm doing, I'm going to say they're subliminal messages that I'm getting. I'm going to go and take that video down. So I made a video about someone and said, if this person comes in the door, will you be ready? And so I thought about that I think it was early this month. I said, well, I wonder why I keep getting these types of subliminal messages. Why am I getting these subliminal messages? And then, you know how if you've ever been on my platform before, I speak about the bathroom. You be in the bathroom one day. You be in the bathroom one day, and it'll come to you. And so that's what happened. That's what happened. Because see, when you're in the bathroom, you're on your own private time. No one is going to interrupt. Most likely, no one is going to interrupt and come in that bathroom. So I was sitting there in the bathroom, and I said, that was before the process of you thinking. You were thinking in that old process of your old mindset back then. I said, take that video down. Take that video down. Make sure you go and take that video down. Because maybe that's what it is. That, why the subliminal messages keep coming. That was my old process of thinking, as me saying a babe. You know how they say you a babe in Christ. You're a babe in Christ. But now those are vets in Christ. So I'm going to say I'm a vet now when it comes to that way of thinking, and that mindset. I am a vet. I am building my own. Now, how long that takes, that's my business. But as long as I'm continuing to do what it is that I am so passionate about, which is uplifting you all, inspiring you all, encouraging you all. You never know why God have you at a certain time and a place in your life that your process is moving the way that it is supposed to move. What if I I'm just saying, all of that may have went the way that it went. Maybe I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Maybe my path would be on another total path that I would not be sitting here right now. Maybe it's meant for me to learn and grow more and develop more into what I am doing, into having confidence and the strength to knowing that what I have is my own. It's me building my own. I'm not interested in using anybody else's stuff. I'm not interested in copycatting anybody. I'm not interested in just trying to take away anybody else's shine. I don't want to steal anybody else's shine. If I did, why would I be encouraging others? You better not let nobody steal your shine. No, you better not let nobody steal your shine. You worth all your shine. You've been touched by the Goldstar. So if I was that sort of kind of person, why would I be encouraging others not to let others do them that way? And so I want this positive message to be out, because maybe it'll go out there somewhere. And so these subliminal messages will stop coming to me. I'm not waiting for anybody to open the door. So, and although I have looked up to these, great people, I'm not waiting for you all to open up any doors for me. That's never going to happen, because it's never happened. It's never happened. I have auditioned for some of your stuff. I've auditioned for some of your stuff, made calls several times to some of your things. I have did what it is that I was supposed to do as to building my own. I'm speaking of building my own. Not for like standing in an audition line to become an actress. If I wanted to become that, I would maybe be the most well-known actress out here there is right now. But you know, my life took a turn into taking care of my children. For one, I had children. I had a life that took me on another path that I am now able to sit here and sharing my lived experience with you all, and being who I am today as Atavia Goldstar. As I never gave up on any of my dreams, I will always believe in myself. You know, the Atavia acronym. And so I thought I'd come to my platform and share that with you all as the building of our own and the Atavia Goldstar brand. I'll get there with the help of God. With the help of God, I'm going to continue to say that, which is His love that continues to inspire me each and every moment of my life, as well as God is continuing to inspire us all. And so I'll get there. It might take some time, but I'm not giving up. No way am I going to give up. But so that video, though, I will go and remove that video so that the subliminal messages will stop. And so I'm going to also encourage you all. I'm going to encourage you all to, if you have anything that you're building, don't even look at my process and how I'm doing it. I just saw someone the other day that I spoke with, and I told them that in person. When you're building your own, make sure that is exactly what it is, your own. There are competitors out here. There are competitors out here. And then I'm just going to use a business for a perfect example, as I always do. And I always use restaurants, because restaurants are like the number one competitor business. Business that are in competition with one another when it comes to cooking in restaurants. Cooking in restaurants, as I learned a long time ago in some business classes that I took a long time ago. Like, restaurants are the number one business to compete with one another. So imagine with me, right? Unless you already do have a restaurant. Imagine with me, you want to open up a restaurant, right? So you're getting your business plan together. You're finding the perfect target market. Of course, you gotta, know your target market before you open up this business. But you have now found a location. And so you go and you get this building. You're almost done with the fixing up on the building, having people coming to fix the building up on how you want to fix the building up before you open up the restaurant. And this is like your first restaurant. I'm not speaking of if you already have all these millions of dollars and you already have a name out here. I'm speaking of someone that is no name, don't have no name, but you want to open up a restaurant. That is who I'm speaking to. So let me just clarify that. So you are in the neighborhood. You didn't do your target market research. I mean, you did your target market research, but you didn't do the competition that is around. You didn't do the competition around. And so you are getting your promotion and marketing material together. You have flyers, because every restaurant has flyers, meaning like menus, right? They have menus. And so you go next door. There is a restaurant next door. You're not even paying attention. There are 2 or 3 restaurants across the street, but maybe they have been there for years. So you go into this restaurant and you say hi, and this person say hi, and you say, you know what? I'm going to be opening up a business here very soon, maybe in 3 months, in the springtime. Let me say the summer. The summer is a good time. I want to be opening up a restaurant in the summertime. I just want to give you one of my flyers because this is my menu. You're not even paying attention that they are doing the same thing. They are the same type of restaurant. And then so you leave, so that person that is in the restaurant is looking at your menu. They're looking at your menu. I'm saying because I've experienced this lots of times before, the babe and everything. And so they're looking, they're like, huh? For real? How long you gonna open up? 3 months. Oh, okay. Throw your stuff over on the side. And now they're picking up stuff out of your garden. I'm gonna say, I believe because I have experienced that. So do know your competitors. Do know your competitors. Because why would someone give you an opportunity if they believe that you are the competitor? You're the person that's the competitor. So why would I think that anyone will come and open a door for me, or anyone would open the door for me, or come and take my hand and say, are you ready, Atavia Goldstar? It hasn't happened in all of these years. So that I am continuing to build my own. I'm continuing to build my own. And I'm going to say that's my opinion. I have a right to my opinion, for I have survived all of that. I'm continuing to do what it is that I am doing as to building my own and encouraging you all to build your own. Now, I'm going to say that is my lived experience. Now, maybe yours will be different, but I'm saying allegedly, as my opinion, it has not happened. And I have made the phone calls. I have went to the doors. I have plenty of receipts, plenty of proof of all of this. All just to call and get a click, 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 click. Sending out emails. I have. So I'm going to encourage you all to continue to build your own. Continuing to build your own. Continuing to build your own. And this is the Atavia Goldstar brand. So I am now going to close down this positive message for today. I see that wow, you see. And so I was speaking of this last night. I said, girl, if you come with something like that, the text in the chat will be so full. When you speak on something like that, the text in the chat will be so full. So I'm so interested in knowing what is everyone saying in the text in the chat. But before I do that, let me just do my special thank you. Thank you, YouTube, so much for the platform. I'm going to continue to do that, for I am sitting on YouTube's platform right now. So thank you so much, YouTube, for the platform. Need some water. Queens, ladies, queens, beautiful. Thank you so much to the producers who continue to produce these beautiful melodies and music. Thank you so much to the producers who continue to produce these beautiful melodies and music for my singles and albums. I'm going to make sure I say that correctly. Thank you so much. And I notice I'm looking up again. I'm trying to break out of that habit. So I'm going to look at the camera. And thank you so much to the recording music engineers that mix and master all of the music for my singles and albums. Thank you so much to my distribution company for all of your continued support and your help. Thank you so much to the ones who continue to download and stream my positive messages over music and create those beautiful TikToks to my positive messages over music. Thank you so much to, I want to say, you all for coming by and stopping by, for subscribing if you have subscribed. Yes. Thank you so much for viewing, for watching. And I thank you for subscribing. Let me make sure I say that. Or just stopping by to say, what is up with Atavia Goldstar and this positive message for today? The building of our own, the Atavia Goldstar brand. I thank you for that. I thank you for your text in the chat. I have not came to all of them yet, but I will. And so I also thank you all for, but to the greatest one of all, let me hold that. To the greatest one of all, God, for it is your love who continues to inspire us each and every moment of our lives, even right now, right down to this moment. And so, as I was saying, I see that there are texts in the chat. I see that there are texts in the chat. I'm going to check the texts in the chat. And no matter what they are, I'm going to say have a positivity and beautiful Tuesday to you all. And so let me see what is being said in the text in the chat. So I left off at, I can go all the way up here. Let me make sure I put on another one of the positive messages. I love them. The positive messages, because I do not want it to go to someone else's stuff. Sometimes that happens, even if it is a playlist, sometimes that happens. And so let me see, what do I want to put it on? I want to put it on this again.
Wow, I see.
Okay.
A room full of stars shining here. You all know.
What's your name? You so
amazing.
Okay, so I can check it. Sparkling, so bright and beautiful, magnificent, sharp and elegant. Who knows what you had to endure? My sisters, my brothers, kings and queens, I got some good news for you.
Your life is not over.
Your dreams are not over either. You can still be. Say hi. Hi, how are you all? SATHVIKBATHINA. Have a positive and beautiful day. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me today. Today on January 20th, 2026. Thank you so much, classy and fabulous. Thank you all so much for joining in with me.
You made it. You're excellent.
You are the reason why.
Be able to say yes. If you did it,
Yeah.
we can do it too. Your story's your bio.
Told you I used to write about that.
See, what we see is who you are today.
So.
You're a star. But I bet you
So CIHUYY. Why is saying. I don't understand what that is saying, but I'm going to say to you, CIHUYY. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me today. BHAPUDIVARE is saying, have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me today.
Cause you're gonna do just fine. Cause you know God got your back right.
Just keep learning and growing more into the king and queen you're destined to be.
Don't give up. You're gonna make it. You're a superstar. You're famous. You have credibility now. Oh, but I bet you never really closed doors.
W-I. Let me make sure.
Open for you.
WILLIS. W-I-L-L-I-S. It says, hi. Hi, W-I-L-L-I-S. W-I-L-L-I-S. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me. Suzanne, Mary, hello.
Trying and crying until you said, I'm determined to make it. I bet you God wiped away all your tears and said, baby, I got you. I bet you keep reaching for the highest stars. I bet you are a legend, exceptionally talented, and a genius.
Take your life.
What is a star?
Thank you so much, Suzanne Murray, for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. Classy and fabulous. Classy and fabulous. She. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me, Suzanne Murray. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you.
Kings and queens. Thank you.
Others. Yeah, we do. Thank you so much again, Suzanne Murray, for your positively and beautiful, I'm going to say message in the chat. Thank you so much for coming over today.
I see.
Have a positively and beautiful, I'm going to say positively and beautiful Tuesday again to you, Suzanne Murray.
You all look
So amazing. Sparkly, so bright.
beautiful. Magnificent. Sharp and elegant.
So FAVW 7 is saying, I love your vibe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. FAVW. Thank you so much for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. I say have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. ASHDNBI. No. ASHD. The first beginning of your name is saying,
You are the examples of
I want to say to you, have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me. I said to you all, no matter what your text in the chat is, I'm going to always say, have a positively and beautiful, whatever this day is, which is Tuesday today. So I'm saying that. So let me see. BORUTFARKS is saying hi from. So I can't even pronounce that. I'm going to say to you, you know what? Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. Thank you so much, BORUTFARKAS, for coming over to hang out with me.
I bet you might have been homeless for just a brief moment.
I bet you experienced pain and abuse in your life. Now, my sisters, my brothers, kings and queens, hold your head up, chin up, wipe those tears away. Cause you're gonna do just fine.
Cause you know God got your back, right?
Just keep learning and growing more into the king and queen you're destined to be. Don't give up. You're gonna make it. You're a superstar. You're famous. You have credibility now. Oh, but I bet you there were many closed doors before the doors opened for you. I bet you there were no opportunities before someone gave you an opportunity. I bet you nothing was going to stop you. I bet you refused to give up. I bet you prayed morning, noon, and night. I bet you believed in yourself when no one else believed in you. I bet you kept trying and crying, trying and crying until you said, I am determined to make it. I bet you God wiped away all your tears and said, baby, I got you. I bet you keep reaching for the highest star. I bet you are a legend, exceptionally talented, and a genius. What is a star? The greatest and highest achievement of all time. The gold star represents the highest level of self-esteem. Spreading positivity is what I love to do. I bet you continue to rise and get the prize. My sisters, my brothers, kings and queens. Thank you. And so I am now going to close down the positive message for today on January the 20th, 2026. Atavia Goldstar, look into the camera. I'm so used to doing this. So, I'm going to now close down the positive message for today, for January 20th, 2026. And so for the positive message for today was the building of our own, and the Atavia Goldstar brand. I'm going to close down the positive message for today and leave you all with the positive message that I will always leave you all with. And again, I thank you all so much for coming by. And rain or shine consistently, I will be right back tomorrow morning between 6:30 to 6:55. And pending on my schedule, it may vary. And, so meaning I might go over in time. But if you all are interested, tonight, my therapeutic rehearsal sessions tonight, which will be my 111 night tonight, will be tonight beginning at 6:30 or 7 p.m. tonight, my time. And so again, I thank you all so much. I see that there are a couple of more texts in the chat before I begin the process of closing down. Let me see that I do some of these. Hi. Okay, so yes, I did yours. And so EYKON forever is saying, hi EYKON forever. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. WEARNSHAW is saying glamorous. Thank you so much for your positivity and beautiful, classy and fabulous, chic. Text in the chat. WEARNSHAW. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. WEARNSHAW. Okay, so now I'm going to be in the process of closing down. And I'm going to go to the positive message. The positive message that I will always leave you all with. I love it so much. It matches perfectly. Very perfect. It's very perfect for when I am closing down. Is there another positive message? Text in the chat. Let me see. I told you all I love checking the text in the chat. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. I love this so much. And so, CRUSTYAVACAD always saying, hey girl, you damn gorgeous. Thank you so much. CRUSTYAVACADO for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. Classy and fabulous. Chic. Thank you so much for coming over to hang out with me. CRUSTYAVACADO. Have a positively and beautiful Tuesday to you. And thank you again to you all so much for your positively and beautiful text in the chat. I am now in the process of closing down right now. And again, I'm going to always leave you all with a positive message that I will always leave you all with, as I was saying a minute ago, that, a second ago, that this is just the perfect positive message to leave you all with, and it is positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love. You and me love. Subscribe, 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 subscribe to my YouTube channel. Book me, Atavia Goldstar. Like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Like meaning hit the thumbs up. Share meaning share this YouTube live stream with someone, or this YouTube channel, or this YouTube video. Maybe it's coming up in conversations. You just never know who you may be helping out. I'm going to say comment, comment, comment. Do comment, because I do check those comments and I will reply. I saw some of them yesterday and I did reply to most of them, and I will be going back to check more of them very soon, meaning today. I will go back today and check more. And so I'm going to say to you all, hit the alert bell. Hit the alert bell for notifications. Hit the alert bell for notifications. I might just be uploading a video, uploading a live. I might do a pop-up live or a pop-up video. You hitting the alert bell will most definitely notify you when I am uploading a video. I'm going to say to you all, go on and tell someone. Atavia Goldstar ain't over there doing nothing. She's encouraging us to build our own. She's encouraging us with her Atavia Goldstar. She's encouraging us to dance more, smile more, to laugh more, to sing more. That's what we want to do. Atavia Goldstar is inspiring us to grow more and better, and to be greater, to live greater and better lives. I'm going to say to you all, have a positively and beautiful and safe Tuesday. Positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love, positive love. See you next time.
But I'm going to keep it positive for real.